So welcome everybody. I hope your first session that you went through was enjoyable and useful. We hope to make this very interesting and thought-provoking for you as we get into the topic of secondary trauma, which is sometimes misunderstood. I am delighted to be joined by Kendall Pringle. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Hi, guys. Thank you. We're excited to have you guys. My name is Kendall Pringle. I am a licensed marriage and family therapist, and I work as a school mental health professional at Reed High School.
Thank you, Kendall. And I'm Eric Olson. I'm in the district's counseling department, and I work particularly with our emerging school social work programs. I've been working primarily on the Peace Grant Project, which is a school-based mental health project in the North Valleys, and now transitioning into a new Project Aware project, which is also a school-based mental health initiative in the district. Both have a lot to do with trauma, and I'm very happy to have an opportunity to work with you all. So just to set the stage, first of all, trauma can be somewhat misunderstood. We tend to oftentimes use the term trauma with the sense that something was difficult, which is certainly part of it, but we're going to get a little bit deeper than that. I want to acknowledge that sometimes trauma is hard to talk about because it might bring up painful memories from our past. Sometimes people have difficulty kind of accepting the topic, like Dr. Lamarca brought up last night. Does this ever feel like it's kind of an excuse for negative behaviors? Is it giving, permission for that? So I encourage us to be really sensitive with one another if anyone's having a hard time or has very different viewpoints from one another. It can also be challenging to adapt. The first step is really understanding more about trauma, but then the harder part is to say, what do we do with it? How does this change my day-to-day practice? So we hope to touch on all of those things. So our objectives are really to increase the recognition and validation that secondary trauma is real,